What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and in this Overwatch video, I want to tell you the easiest way to get the Path is Closed achievement. Now, I'm speeding up parts of this gameplay so you can see that I'm showing you the entirety of the gameplay here, and this is one of the hardest achievements I have tried to ever get, and so that's why I'm making this video about it here, and I really want to show you the easiest way to get it because I know it could be difficult for a lot of other people as well. So, what I really want to stress here is the fact that this gameplay just got really lucky, okay? Obviously you have to have a Symmetra on the other team to get this achievement because she's the one with the ultimate of the teleporter, and that's obviously what the achievement is about. So you just have to get lucky that your teammates aren't the best and the enemies aren't the best, that they're kind of neutral in a way, meaning that both teams have some sort of an advantage against each other, but none is going to overpower completely the other person, and that's really tough to get into because if your team is just really good, either they're going to find a teleporter and destroy it, or the other team isn't even going to know where the teleporter is, and they're not even going to put it down if they even choose Symmetra. And that's another thing, they have to choose Symmetra to be it. You can't just like pick any character and put down a teleporter. So they won the first round, and as you can see, I slowed down it to find that first teleporter. And so getting aside of all the luck factors that have to factor into this, play the control game mode. When you get into a game mode and it's control, this is your best option because in a capture game mode, it could work, but the problem is most of the times if it's like, a payload or a capture, the enemy Symmetra will put down one teleporter or maybe two, but then if it gets close to their objective, there's no reason to put down a teleporter, and then the Symmetra ends up forgetting about it or what have you, or even changes characters, which I've had that happen a bunch of times. I've gotten 2 teleporters, Symmetra will change a character, and it's just not fun, and here I slow down, there's my second teleporter, as you can see, so that's not fun either, but playing in a control game mode and doing it in 3 rounds means that usually if a Symmetra is on their team, they will put down a teleporter. Another major tip that I actually have to give is an example of audio that you will be able to hear. So, Symmetra's teleporters actually have a sound, like a buzzing sound that you can clearly hear and tell where the teleporter can be located. If you have a headset, it is much easier to find these teleporters. However, they do make a very distinctable sound, which I'm going to play for you right now.
Hey! There was a teleporter!
Oh, let's break it! Enemy teleporter.
So as you can see, hearing that sound is going to give you some sort of advantage as to where the teleporter is actually located. It would just give you a better observation of where it is rather than just trying to search all over the place for a teleporter. You should really kind of crank up your TV, crank up your headset, try and listen out for this sound, because if you can get there first over your teammates, that's going to give you obviously the teleporter kill over someone else who's trying to get it as well. So that's another little tip there. Now my next tip, I don't really show that off here, however, my next tip is to play as Tracer, and the reason being is because Tracer is a fast character, so she can get to the teleporters faster than a lot of other people. Now here I'm playing as McCree, and it does work. The reason I picked McCree here, I wasn't really trying to go for it, but then I saw Symmetra on the other team, and I figured I might as well. Now here's one thing that I really want to stress. Some people may say, well, if it's in a control game mode, the teleporters might not carry over between rounds, as do kill streaks don't carry over. So if you get on a 10 kill streak in the first round, you go into round 2, the kill streak resets. So I thought the achievement would reset. However, that is not the case. You can destroy 3 in one single game, as you're going to see here. There's my 3rd teleporter, and I end up getting the Path is Closed achievement. And I honestly wasn't expecting to get it in this gameplay, but when I started going for it, I was hoping that I would get it in this round-based system, and I was able to do that. So you just have to kind of have the luck of having neutral teammates on both sides, meaning good, so good of teammates, or what have you, that you're not really going to be dominating, and you want to go into 3 rounds in a control game mode and preferably play as Tracer to get the Path is Closed. Now, I also have seen another way to get this because people I was actually thinking of doing this myself, but I did not want to cheat at all. You can kind of, I guess, have friends spectate and then go on the other team, play a Symmetra, place down teleporters so you can cheat and get it, but I don't really advise doing that because that's cheating, and I just wanted to get it legit here to show you, and that's pretty much all the tips that I have. The main one, obviously, just play a control game mode, and you just really have to get lucky. It's not going to be easy, I will tell you that. I had a frustrating time going for this achievement during different games. If there was a Symmetra on the other team, I would always change to Tracer to try and get the teleporters, but it just always didn't work out. And another reason why the control game mode works the best is because, let's say, even if it worked in a capture game mode, it's really hard, even as Tracer, to get to the teleporter because all the enemies are going to be around there, whereas if in a control game mode, they're going to be near the control point, and not a lot of enemies are going to be spawning near their spawn, I guess. So when they come out of the teleporter, they go to the control. But in a capture game mode or a payload where they're close to their spawn, it's going to be really hard to get the teleporter. And that's why a control game mode works the best for this achievement. But if you have any other tips down below, you can leave them. And I'll see you on the next Overwatch video. This is Ninja Geek. I'm out. And peace.